Trial of Red and White Fire, Manichaean poem. Centuries ago, in ancient Himmapolis, a debate roared loud between a proud Christian priest and a strange shepherd, who was a Manichaean wearing ragged clothes and was looking for sheep. Flames will consume you, the priest roared at the shepherd, because their debate was going on for eons. The shepherd spoke forth. The white flames of the Spirit that the moon shines with, or the flames of your anger? The priest responded, You see the flames you fear, light a huge fire in the square of this city, to be the challenge, to see which faith is the truth. With heads held up high, we will both enter the flames. Do you understand? The Manichaean nodded. With serenity he requested firewood from the watching crowd, who complied with eagerness. To see the truth shine, the shepherd set up the pile and prayed to the wood, Forgive me for any pain, and may you be saved to be a revelation, to be salvation, to your brethren now watching. From these gentle words he set all the wood ablaze, while shedding a tear. The calm Manichaean said, We should both with faith enter the flames by himself, to unveil the truth. Since you asked for this trial, you shall be the first to taste the flames you produced. The priest's red face scowled as he looked towards the flames. He did a short bow and did the sign of the cross. He walked to the flames and stood right in the centre. The flames split apart, and it appeared that no harm came to his body. In the half an hour spent, the crowds greatly cheered, believing no miracle could outshine that one. Shepherd and Manichaean, fall into the flames. You will be consumed fully, to rise or be burnt, the priest shouted with zeal. That vile deceiver should rightly be burnt alive in Gehenna's flames, the crowd shouted with anger. Already prepared, the Manichaean walked in, whispering 4 words: God, light, power, and wisdom. The flames turned pure white, like the full moon's light at night, as he stood in them. The flames at his left and right became 2 tall men. The man on the right wore white. He shined with splendour. He held a styrax wood staff in his bright right hand, and held a book of silver in his bare left hand. Next, the man on the left side wore Persian-style clothes, robes made of vivid colours, of woven rainbows. He gave a comforting smile that could make rain stop. He also wore 7 rings that he made himself with his delicate fingers. Both sages whispered to the Manichaeans' ears words for the elect. When their mouths became silent, they vanished in flames. While the man remained in peace, with both his eyes closed, the flames became a lotus, shining and open. Because of the flame's brightness, the ground appeared dark, like a vast ocean at night. Not even the sun could outshine the white lotus. The holy man stood, with his clothes under his feet, with flames clothing him, like fig leaves made of moonlight. Then with his right hand he reached out with gentleness to the audience. Afraid but also amazed, some walked towards him, most stopped out of human fear, but one continued and touched the welcoming hand. The flames fizzled out, for they all served their purpose. To the observers their world now appeared pure black. They thought they were blind, for the flames shone so brightly. All else appeared dark, but this blindness soon vanished, and they all bowed down to the holy man, their bent legs shaking, their faces touching the ground. With warmth the man said, Please do not bow to me, but with open hearts bow down to the sun setting, to the moon rising, for they glimmer with the light that inflamed your hearts. So they bowed down to the discs, all except the priest, who did not bow down to the man. At first he was mute, dumbfounded and in despair, but fury arose, and he said without thinking, "Demon, sorcerer, your trickery is nothing. Demon, look at me, the fire did not harm me, I've done the challenge." The Manichaean just said, "Give me your left arm." In pride, the priest gave his arm. The Manichaean put up the sleeve of the priest and unveiled burn marks, marks in the form of the cross. Despair filled the priest. The flames had mercy on you. They preserved your flesh, except for your weakest arm, to give you a sign of the suffering you have daily in your flesh, so that you may return home and receive comfort from the paradise of light for your salvation. The lost priest slowly pulled back and wandered away to the distant plains of green. When he disappeared, they who bowed down to the sun asked the Manichae, "What did the sages whisper?" The Manichae said, "If I tell you all those words, you will stone my flesh, and flames shall burst from those stones and shall consume you fully." Amen.